Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I thought I'd come on today. So I had an idea about doing some kind of mixed media collage boards. So I found some pieces of 220 GSM white card that's kind of shiny on the back that I don't really use much unless I use it for making tags. I haven't dyed any of it. I haven't tried it, to be honest. But anyway, what I've done is I keep this box here of all my small scraps and bits and pieces. As you can see, it's quite full up. So what I've done is I've gone through it, picked out some neutrals. So I want to do this with neutrals. So I'm going to get my messy mat out, which is very messy now. And I am going to cover it, and I know you don't want to sit and watch me do that, so I'm going to put it on speed it up for you. Okay, hold on. So off camera I did another 2 just to use up some scraps. So this is what they look like. So they're just all really beige, browns, you know, neutral colours is what I'm looking for. So there they all are, and they're all on the same A4 size piece of old card. So what I want to do is I'm just going to take one, so we'll take that one, and I'm just going to bend it back a little bit, make it a bit flatter. See, the glue does make them a bit sort of bendy. So I've got some stencils that I keep for just messing around with media, and I'm going to use my black archival ink here, which is this one, Ranger Archival, and my big brush, and I am going to load it up, and I'm going to layer up some stencils on here and see how I get on. So I'm not going to stick them down. This is black, but it's jet black, and it actually comes out quite blue, bluey black really. So I'm not going to worry about the heaviness of it, and I'm just taking the whole piece here, and I'm going to load my brush up and just keep going over the stencil, holding it in place, moving my fingers around as I do it to keep it in place like this. So it's nice to buy a few cheap stencils that you can get, you know, on Amazon or eBay, even second-hand ones. People are always selling them. So I think that's come out really nicely. So I can see where that was, and I can put that back there because I like this diamond effect down the bottom. Yeah, so keep some cheap stencils, you know, and keep them for your mixed media experiments. So that's very nice. I like that. So we've got a nice key here, so we'll layer that one up here, I think. And got a nice flourish here. So I'm not worried about my stencil being perfectly in position. I just want to get some layering on here. So I'm going to go up into this corner here. Well, I just wanted to use up some more of my scraps because I do have a lot of those really small ones. Now I don't have the heart to actually get rid of them. So I'm liking that so far. Then you can always turn your stencil over and then get a different area on the other side, like so. I'm going to have a bit more of this down here. So I'm starting off with the darkest colour that I want to use. And then I'm going to take another colour ink. Okay, so I'll put that one up there. And let's have a look. Oh, sorry, so I've got lovely blue here, Blueprint Sketch. So I have that one, I think. And what else have we got? I'll try not to knock the camera. Got some wild honey, that's nice. But I've got this lovely shaded lilac, so I'm going to experiment with these. So I've got some more stencils here. I keep a few. Look, as you can see, I've been using them all sorts of things. So, you know, as I say, these are only cheap ones. They're not Tim Holtz or anything like that. So let's get a different brush out. I've got a few brushes that I've used for different colours. So we've got that one and we've got this one for blue. So we'll put the black away. I don't bother to wash them. I do rub them off on book page sometimes, if I feel, you know, like I want to. Now there's a word on this, it says Paris. So let's layer this over here somewhere and see what that looks like in this blueprint oxide. So let's get the brush loaded up. Again, I'm holding it down and just filling in. So there, that's nice. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to put some of this on top of that black there, but I'm not going to make it as dark. So taking that flourished corner like that, and we'll do some more up at the top. Hopefully you can see this okay. Like so. Let's find a different one. I've got these nice roses. Let's see. Let's have a rose going up from here. Do get messy fingers though. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Just giving it a bit of interest in different areas, because this is a masterboard, you know, it's a small one. I quite like doing small ones actually, and I quite like keeping it simple, you know. So I just want a bit more blue on this one. So what else have we got? Let's have a look. That's a nice pattern there. Every so often I take these stencils and give them a good scrub under the sink. Now I love that in the background, that nice area. So just going to put bits of that around, just a little portion, not the whole thing, just, you know, here and there, like so. Okay, right, that's that colour. You can experiment with whatever colours you want. So I'm now going to use this shaded lilac, and these are all the Tim Holtz Distress inks and Distress Oxide. So I just use a Distress Oxide. This is a Distress ink. So let's see, what else have we got that we can use in here. So I keep them in this wallet, so they're all separate. So I haven't even used that one, but they are quite, this was a cheap pack I bought on Facebook. That's a lovely bird there. Facebook Marketplace. People always do stash in. So that's like a hummingbird there. So I thought that would be nice if we kind of put that in a portion. So we could maybe use a journal card, make this into a journal card, who knows. Grungy one. Okay, so that doesn't seem to have come out. It's come out, but it's come out in blue, so there's obviously blue on this. I think I've maybe turned this into blue. Let's see. I'm just going to wipe this off. Now you can wipe this off. Another thing you can do with these brushes even is wipe them off onto some clean book page. and make a nice effect, and then you can use those. So I think what's happened is this has got turned into blue somehow, although it doesn't look blue. It was lilac. I don't know what's happened to it. I don't remember using a blue brush. Let's find some other brush. I've got a clean brush. I'm going to get that out. Stay with me. I'm going to draw behind me, and I know I have a couple of spare brushes still I haven't used. Use all of them. Let's use that size. See if we can make this come out as a lilac and not. It's a sort of a lilac-y blue. Right, I'm just going to keep doing that until I can. Let's put that to one side. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I can get down to the underneath. I can see it's coming through. I didn't realise, so I do apologise. Okay, I think that's the best I can get out of that. Let's have a look. So we've got that now. It's sort of in a blue, but a different blue. So let's go for a different colour, I think. Let's see, what else have we got? I've got some stays on up here on the shelf. So I've got this one called Gothic Purple. So let's have a look. Have I got a brush that I've already used for a purple? I tried to keep the brushes the same colour, to be honest. So I don't quite know what happened to that brush. I'll just use the next size up one here. And I'm just going to try that on this bit of book page first and see what it looks like. So, if I remember rightly, these stays on are very, very juicy, so that's lovely. Okay, so let's pop this lovely hummingbird on this side here. And then if you don't like what you've done, you just, I don't know, can cover it up with some more book pages. So I like that. They've got some butterflies here, a group of 3. We put those on. Those are nice. So let's have some more up here, like that. And what else have we got on here? So we've got a number here, 1 to 10. That's nice. Oh, this is coming out quite dark. It is a Gothic Purple because it's very black coloured. So that's nice. I just want to layer a few of those numbers up that are on here. Now I'm just going to put one more thing here. We're going to put this flower. just the petals there. And maybe, let's see, maybe turn this up this way and we'll have this bit of kind of flourish effect down here in the corner there. And that's one of my collage boards that I have layered up the stencils on. So I'll give you a sort of a close up there. As you can see, it was all neutrals behind, and there's a lot of depth to that now. Basically, start with your darkest colour and then put your mid colour on and then your lighter colour. That's kind of how I would do it, but I don't know if that's the right order to do it in, because I'm not really au fait with a lot of mixed media. I'm kind of learning as I go along. Never be afraid to experiment, you know, nothing is wrong. And so you can see all the images behind, all the book page, all the dictionary, music paper, scraps of all sorts here, all even lined graph paper and all of that. So I really like that one. So okay, let's do one more quickly. And see, I'm going to try and start with a lighter colour this time, and I'm thinking, this wild honey I think is just going to get swallowed up, so I'm thinking let's go with these. I've got weathered wood and speckled egg here, and so I think that's darker. So when I take the lids off, that's obviously a grey colour, and that's the blue. And then we could use this blueprint but not go so mad with it. So let's try doing, I don't know, maybe I'll try reverse. So I'll try the lightest, and then I'll call this light, medium and dark, I think. Okay, so let's have a look at those and see how we get on. Right. Okay. Right. So I have a brush for, let's get some book page out. And we're just going to test this brush before we use it. So that I think is used for the weathered wood, and we use the last new brush for the speckled egg. We've already got the brush for the blue. Okay, so that's that one here. Right, okay. All right, let's have a look, see what we can do. So we'll go for a totally different type of stencil. We will go with the more abstract colours, designs I mean. So let me just move those over. I hope you can see what I'm doing and what I'm not off camera. I'm going to move these to the side. Okay, so I'm going to start with the speckled egg, this one here. So this one is a distress oxide. So I'm just trying to load the brush up a bit, and then I'm going to hold this down here and get some of this abstract pattern on. Like so. Now that's very nice, I like that effect. So You can turn the stencil round so that the images are different angles. Like so. I mean, I'm just winging this. I prefer to do that sometimes to sometimes having a prototype, you know. I always think while I'm spending my precious time, crafting time, making a prototype, I could have actually been videoing it. And so we're going to say this is my kind of prototype, I think. So I just want a bit more, turning this over. So as you can see, this is a cheap stencil, you know, it does stick up a bit. So I'm just picking the areas that are good. And it doesn't matter, it's only for mixed media. I don't mind if it gets ruined, you know. Okay, so we'll just have a little bit over in that corner. I just want to have an even area of every colour I've chosen. Right, okay, and that's that one. Then we've got this rather organic looking one, so we're going to now, oh, I've got some bits in the way. Going to have our, I think we'll go for this weathered wood next. So that was a speckled egg, wasn't it? Yeah, I put the wrong lid on the wrong one, so I need to keep them right. Okay, so we'll use this organic-y looking stencil. Just going to test this out first on here because I don't want this to present as a different colour. That's fine. It does come out looking that colour, right? So, right, let's get this loaded up. And again, I'm just taking random sections, not trying to put the whole thing in, you know. This has got little butterflies in it. So now I'm liking that combination of colours. So that's nice over the speckled egg. And when this is all done and I've made a decision as to, you know, what else I want to put on here, because I might want to put some embellishments on, you know, you've got stamps, you know, not stamps as in ink stamps, but postage stamps you could put on, labels, words, even some material if you wanted to use a bit of material, scraps, and what else, any labels that you've got, you know, any additions really. So let's have this butterfly up here. That's nice. Yeah, so you know what you need to do with these collage boards, I think, is make them to get to a certain stage, and then you need to probably you know, if you want to, that is. You don't need to do anything, I guess. Then decide, you know, put them away, and then when you're making, you know, a journal, you can get them out, you know, if it's a colour theme that you want to use, then you can embellish them further and decide what you're going to cut them into, because they can be cut into tags, journal cards, side tucks, all sorts of things. So let's see if I've got another random one. And I have this one, which is more, I would say, leafy. So I'm going to put this one away now. And we don't want to go overboard with the blue. So I started off light with this one, and I've got the mid colour on. I'm just going to stick that down. That's annoying me. So I might go over this with like clear gesso or Mod Podge or something like that, just to seal it in before I decide to put it away. I find that then keeps all of these bits down. I mean, look at my hands, that's the downside. So I don't want to go too mad with this blue, because I consider this to be the darkest colour. So I'm just going to put small areas on here, like so. Now I think the combination of all those three colours, I think, personally, I think is lovely, but that's my taste. Hope you're all having a nice Easter. Today's Easter Monday. You're getting over this horrible kind of virus thing. I don't know, it's not COVID. I've done 3 lateral flows since Thursday when it started. So you know, felt really rough, I have to say. I think I've gone for 2 years, probably at least 2 years without anything. Like my husband said, you know, you've got no resistance really. That is a problem we're going to have. None of us have got the resistance we did have, because before COVID, you know, lockdown and all of that started, we used to get colds all the time at work, in the hospital, you know. Patients come in, they spread the germs, you know, not intentionally, obviously, and then the staff pass it on, and then, you know, these staff have got kids at school, they come home with all sorts, don't they, and pass it round the family, then they come to work and pass it round. So, you know, it's an ongoing thing. And actually, you know, we had constant bugs at work, constant, all the time. It was going round all the time. So as soon as you got over it, then, you know, you'd be getting something else. I think that's why this has knocked me for 6, really, because, to be honest, I've always managed to avoid all that. And we wear masks as well at work. So it's not as though we're, you know, breathing all over everybody. We're not. So I really like this stencil. I like these organic-y ones. No, I really like that. So there's room there for other things to be added then at a later date. As I say, when you decide. I think I quite like the effect that light, medium and dark in that order has, rather than dark, medium, light. I think maybe that's the right order. I don't know. If you know, or if you've experimented and you've tried your different things, you know, let me know what you find works, because I'd be very interested. So one more of these stripy leaves in. That's nice. I really like that. It's quite I don't know, it is organic looking, you know. I do really like it. So I just want to put a little bit round the corners because they tend to get missed out. Yeah, so that's that one. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I've been in the mood for doing, you know, a few mixed media things and experimenting on stuff. So as I say, get yourself some old stencils or some cheap, really cheap ones. They are cheap. And then all I'll do is I will probably not put any other colours on at the moment. I probably won't. If I decide not to, then I will gesso it, or with clear gesso just to seal it, or Mod Podge just to seal it up before then we cut it up, and then you can sew around it and add some more interest. You can then add all, you know, cut it into what you want to make it into, and then you can embellish it, as I say, with lots of things. You can have a focal point in, you know, say you had a cut it here and made a nice journal card, you could have a nice focal point in the middle. So I think these would make even nice journal covers, actually. The A4 size as a base would be quite nice. So that's my mixed media session. So I'm going to start a new playlist called Let's Do Mixed Media, or something like that. I don't want to do these like I think they've all been done to death, like Mixed Media Monday, or well, I can't think of anything else because my brain doesn't want to work. So yeah, so I don't want to copy anyone else really, so I'm just going to call it Mixed Media Playlist, and it will be anything and everything to do with mixed media, and that covers a whole host of things, doesn't it? So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm trying to do a few more videos now. I'm feeling a bit better, so I'll just take this board away and then I might be able to see that better there. So I'll just give you a little close-up of the areas, and then obviously if you've got some like wooden stamps or cling stamps, you could add more information on there. I could put some numbers on actually if I wanted to, so I might even do that before I, you know, make that last decision to seal it. Anyway, I better go because I'm feeling like, no, I'm really feeling not well. I woken up this morning feeling not too bad, and I seem to wake up in the morning feeling okay. As the day wears on, I don't feel too good at all, so I think I will call it a day now. Anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a lovely Easter weekend. Weather here in the southeast of the UK has been glorious, with 20 degrees, I mean, which is for the UK this time of year is good. Everyone's out in the gardens, you know, it's lovely, you know, kind of feel that spring is here and the birds are singing. It's just lovely to feel that warmth on you. So I hope you're all enjoying it. I hope whatever weather you've got, you're having a break and you're having some family time, if you know, if that's what you're doing, and not eating too much chocolate. So take care everyone, I'll see you soon, hopefully when I'm not so nasal and awful. Sorry. Now thanks for coming and joining me today, and thanks for all your support. I love you all. I think you're a great bunch and I really do appreciate it. And I'm just on the verge of going through the Edith Holden 4 Seasons envelope folios now, checking everything and making sure they're all complete, and then I'll be doing a flip through of each one of them. And I think I possibly need another 5 subscribers to reach my 500 mark. So if you know anyone who's interested in a silly English woman that half the time is just going with the flow and not you know, not terribly organised, then please give me a shout out. I'd be very grateful. And as soon as I reach that 500, we will do the giveaway, and the person who wins, and it will be international, excuse me, be international. Whoever wins can choose which one of those, either spring, summer, autumn or winter envelope folio, and I will send it out to you. Okay, on that note, I'm going.